Hey, what's up, people? How's it going? Let me turn down the volume of the music. And I saw in the camera, it seems like I'm kind of being bold now. I'm getting bold. Well, anyway, I have some interesting stuff to show today. So I hope today you see something that gets you thrilled, or at least that you find cool. Yeah, let me change the music. But first, let me say hello. How's it going, people? Yeah, I see Godfather over here. What's up, Godfather? Welcome to the stream. Nick is also over here. What's up, Nick? Welcome to the stream. And Regger is here. And yeah, the wait is over now. So, hello. Welcome to the stream, Regger. Okay, so I'll be showing you what I've been working on for these past 2 weeks, because you saw that the last time I streamed basically it was raining very hard, and internet didn't really want to exist. So yeah, I couldn't really stream. So today I'll be showing you like the progress from this week and last week, so you get a sense of what I've been working on during these 2 weeks. Mine's February 13. Oh. A lot of time yet for your birthday. And also we have Asnok over here. What's up, Asnok? Welcome to the stream. Welcome, welcome. So yeah, let's get into it. Let's do main. So we have the game over here. I don't know if you see some like severe pixelation over here. It's probably artifacts from OBS, not the game itself. If you see like squares, like white squares in the scene view, it's just because of OBS. Okay? It's going well. What about you, Asnok? How's it going for you, Asnok? Righty. So the things that I've worked on. Well, we can look at the. I can show you the history of the last commits that I've done. So yeah, 3 days ago I finished something that I was working on for almost a month, and that was a settlement decoration pack plus a rendering overhaul. So yeah, I did a lot of pieces of decoration, and I'll show you, like I'll do you a review or a house tour of the settlement, okay? So you can see like how I decorated all of the places in the game, or sorry, all of the places in the settlement, and you get a sense of what are the props that I was working on during these weeks. And yeah, I did a lot of things. So decoration and prop pack, furniture, yeah, like a lot of furniture and storage, some textures. Yeah, a lot of things. I'll show you. It's better if I just show you instead of reading these things. Okay, and also I did a day and night cycle. I did not a weather system, but some clouds and stars are going to appear depending on the time of the day. So I'm very excited to show you that. But I'm not going to show you that yet. I just want to show you the like the looks of the interiors now. And then I'll show you the weather system, or the time, the day and night cycle, because I think it looks great, and I'm very excited to show you. Godfather, you say, Roman, what is that filter name? The filter name is Thither. I can write it down for you. Thither, but I think you probably are seeing a more exaggerated version of that filter in OBS, or at least in the recording, just because how OBS records stuff and how it sends their stuff. And that's when you say I have exams starting from next week. Well, good luck to you, dude. Good luck. And where is the cat? No cat yet. Day and night cycle. Yeah, you'll see. Okay, so let's first explore the whole settlement. Now, I think I didn't show you like even the even the gate. So I'm gonna start from like the very outside of the settlement, so I can like do a proper tour of it, you know. All right, so here we are. I think let me see, I can I, yeah, the intensity of the sun doesn't really work here, so I'm just gonna hopefully yeah, hopefully you can see this clear. But because of the weather system, or sorry, because of the day and night cycle, is controlling the intensity of the sun. Basically, I can't really control it in the inspector anymore. So yeah, that's one thing to consider. Okay, this is the entrance. I plan to put some enemies over here that are gonna be like guards, you know. So some guards over here that are going to be like in the part that's closest to the outside of the settlement. The only entrance of the settlement. And here we have like a bedroll for one of the guards, a couple of chairs so they can sit around, some storage for these guys that are patrolling over here, and a tool rack, which is like a weapon, or tool rack doesn't really matter, but it's just for like having their tools over there, you know. So it's very, very functional. Remember that this settlement is being occupied by enemies. Is not really they are not really using it to live in it. They are rather just protecting it, you know. So it's more like a guarding type of situation, not a living type of situation, you know. Water, Monicat, I can't see your face. Yeah, I don't know why you were like asking about putting my face into Google AI, something like that. You say, Asnok, Roman, you should edit the avatar of romanleco to a wizard. I could probably put the wizard over there, like in the profile picture. I could do that. Okay, so I don't know how many of these things I've shown you, so I'm just gonna assume you haven't seen anything. Okay, so we have barrels, for example, and sacks. So this is kind of like the and don't mind the little line of light over here. It's just because it's not like, yeah, it should be fixed. Okay. But yeah, the thing is, this is like a granary room. So here is where I thought this area is where, yeah, these guys are gonna basically keep most of their grain and like supplies for food. So yeah, here it is. It has some crates over here with some barrels, a couple of chairs, because yeah, this place was occupied. So I thought of this place, yeah, since it's occupied, but it used to be a settlement where people lived in. There are a lot of pieces of furniture that people used to use before this was occupied. And when the occupiers came here and basically either killed or made people go from here, like furniture is still there, you know. So they repurposed it or like moved it, so it's more functional to the ones that are occupying it. Okay, we have a pot over here. Yeah, like a clay thing for storing stuff. It's like very, very functional stuff. We have a little bit of a detail over here with just 2 chairs where, yeah, it's just for patrollers to sometimes sit around. They are not going to sit. It's just like environment, like building, you know, but they are not going to really like sit at these places, you know. Born is over here, says hello. What's up, Born? Welcome to the stream. How's it going? Asno, you say it looks low poly. Yeah, it is low poly. It is low poly. So I'm glad it looks like it is low poly. Okay. So yeah, here we have the granary room, and that's pretty much it. We have a source of light over here, and it's meant to like keep the room warm, you know. We have other sources of light that I've shown you before, but yeah, we have a couple more barrels over here, and then we're gonna be transitioning to like the main area of the settlement. Say, I like the floor. Well, thank you. I will probably like make it so they are more organized, but still like kind of destroyed. Like, I don't mean to have this settlement be pristine. It has been occupied, you know, and it hasn't been maintained well. So I want to convey that through the textures, so it doesn't seem like pristine, you know. Okay, we have other light sources. These are the like in medieval times, people used to use like clay, like regular pots, you know, and they kind of used oils with them, and basically, if you use oil as a fuel, you're gonna have it burn for longer, so it's like a more reliable source of light and heat than, for example, a torch, which in a lot of games, in medieval games, for example, they put torches everywhere, like around castles and stuff, but it's not really like, doesn't really make a lot of sense, because these sources of light, like torches, go out very, very fast, but these don't. So yeah, I wanted to have not like medieval accuracy or like historical accuracy, but it didn't really make sense to me that torches were the only thing illuminating these places. So yeah, this used to be a place where people like gathered to have like I don't know, like to work and to have like feasts over here. It was like the communal area for the settlement, but now that the settlement is occupied by these guys, it's no longer that. It's like a place for these guys to basically sleep. So there are no beds over here. Well, there are some beds over here, but these are like bed rolls, and we have a bed over here, which is like for like an elite type of enemy that is living over here too. That basically has its own separate space, you know? Like there is some hierarchy of how these occupiers like live in here. We have a place here, which is like kind of like a workplace kind of thing. We have some stacks over here, and like just general things that you would encounter in an area like this, from what I think. Can I pull up the hood, please? Okay, yeah, I'll do it. I don't know why you want to see this. It's super silly. And BSM is over here, says, what's up, gang? What's up, BSM? Welcome to the stream. Welcome, welcome. Warren, you say, oh yeah, before it was Godfather, you say, whoa, nice level design, Roman. Well, thank you very much. Thank you very much. I'm so glad that everything is coming together now. I will probably have to remake this settlement and whatever. Like, I'll tell you about that later. But I have like everything figured out now. So I'm very, very glad that the process of figuring out how the visuals would be implemented into game, it's over. And Born, you say, I'm good, enjoying summer while I can. Storms have been crazy here. Got a flood watched yesterday. Well, yeah, just enjoy the last bit of summer that you have. Or how long does summer go for? Because yeah, I don't know, because we have like different seasons. And Godfather, you say, where is casino room? No casino room. So far. For this settlement, I wanted to keep it like very like basic and like generic enough that in other settlements maybe I can do a little bit more props or stuff, but it's generally going to be this. Like I've made, I think, including variations, because I have some variations, for example, for tables and for chairs and for pots. I have like 20 props. I've made 20 props for the entire thing. Yeah, is this what the lore is going to be? Yeah, I mean, the lore, I've talked about the lore in more detail in other streams. About, well, there is an arc. I'm gonna be like pretty quick with what the lore of the game is, but there's basically an archmage, like a super powerful mage that took control over them, like all of these elements, and its purpose, or what it wanted to do, is basically like create an environment of a lot of prosperity and productivity for the people. But what he ended up doing, even though it wanted to like do something good, is that it basically forced people to work a lot and have terrible like work conditions. So the people rebelled against him, and then he like went against the people with their like two bands formed, once with the Archmage and once against the Archmage. And the people that went against were like moved from where they lived, and now the mage, or the Archmage, is in full control over everything. So what you have to do is go into the settlements and liberate them from the control of the Archmage and their or their allies, you know, his allies. And when you liberate them, then you will see that some people will start appearing here. Some settlers are going to go into the settlements and like start living here. And I've thought about this. I haven't implemented it yet, and it's probably going to take a while. But for example, if you see over here, there are a lot of bedrolls that are being used by the occupying forces. Once you liberate this, there will be a process over multiple days where people will start, like, I don't know, for example, moving these bedrolls to another area, or like discard them. And here you will have like tables or stuff. And at the houses that you see over there, instead of being vacant, not occupied, there are going to be like some settlers that are going to move into the settlement. So the settlement is going to be a little bit more alive, and it's gonna it's going to be a little bit different. Yeah, something like an insurrection. And yes, I'm just saying, is my moss boss being added? I haven't yet got to it, so not yet. But I have so many other things to do, as I said, and I have been saying for the past streams. But once I actually get to like making the bosses, I'll let you know. Okay, let's continue the house tour, the settlement tour. So yeah, you have a little bit of a crate just for decoration, clay pots and stuff. Like, it makes a little bit of sense if you think about this functionally. And not everything is going to be like super organized. Like, remember, these guys are just occupying, but they don't really care about the place. So you have some crates over here lying around. This is like kind of like the watchtower. So there are going to be a couple of guys over here, like just patrolling. You can see like there's a couple of bedrolls over here too. Like, people that are patrolling over here are not going to sleep in the same place as the other guys. So yeah, over here. Then you have like a table and a chair and a couple of crates over here, some tool racks, and a couple of supplies for them, for the guys that are living over here. And yeah, you can see the chair that was missing over here for this guy is actually over here, because I could imagine like someone that is patrolling this particular place where, well, there's gonna be world over here, you know. So places to see, but I would imagine someone that's like here taking its chair here to be able to like rest while it's patrolling this area. So yeah, this is like a little bit of a balcony, and here when you get here, there are gonna be some chests that you can, I don't know, get some equipment from, or coins. So yeah. Then, well, I don't know if you noticed, but I've made 3 door variations. Here we have one. Oh yeah, there's a well over here. There are 2 wells, one here and one over here. I also put some like grass decoration too for the places that have grass in it, you know, so it looks a little bit more natural. There we have the other type of door. These doors are locked because I plan to unlock them for you once settlers actually move into these places. So I'm gonna like show you. Oh, it's not really a lot to see over here, but I want to show you anyway. So let's go over here. You just forget that. Just don't mind that, because I actually like moved the. Yeah, let's see. Let's do this door. Let's move the whole thing. Actually, let's do it like this. Yeah, there we go. There we go. And generally doors open to the inside. So yeah, not a lot to see, but I wanted to show you anyway. Okay. And Born, you say, how are you, Roman? I'm good. Thanks for asking. I've been doing good. Like I'm generally very hopeful on the destiny of this project, because yeah, I still have a lot of work to do. But once I actually like got the settlement done, which took me like a month, I can see the vision. I can see where things are lying in place, and I think the game's gonna be good. So I'm feeling very good. Okay, we have another area over here, which is like basically some more decoration and places for them to sit, like what you would expect from like people like just doing patrol and like kind of living over here, but not really. And here you have like a lot of the furniture that used to be here when the people lived here. Like there were settlers over here, but it just got moved to a side because no one is really occupying them. So why have them? And they just like got them over here, you know? And here you have a chest if you go over here. Now we have another area that this area is only going to be unlocked once you actually like clear the settlement. Once you clear the settlement, you will be able to access this. And also the same thing goes for this. This huge gate is gonna start closed, you know, so you can't really just go through here at the beginning. You have to clear this for this to open, you know, because otherwise you could be like just head into the final battle area, which is over here, you know. And I don't want you to do that immediately. So yeah, but this needs to be open. So the solution I found to that is just having this door open, or like planning around having some barriers for you to navigate around. And once you clear the settlement, it's gonna be like more open for navigation, so you actually like get to like move without much trouble. Okay, let's move the door over here on the Y, because there's an area over here that I have also kind of designed too. So here is what you would expect people to like save their the things that need to be a little bit more cool, you know, from so yeah, it's like a cool room, you know. So you have a little bit more supplies over here too. I could imagine someone getting over here and like just doing some work, or like just writing down stuff for the supplies. And you have a chair and table over here, also a chest. And yeah, that's about it. That is the settlement. And you could see throughout the whole settlement tour that there are a lot of props that I made. But it's not the only thing that I made, because I mainly just finished that a couple of days ago, like 3 days ago. But I have other things to show you. So I'm gonna show you the day and night cycle now, because I have the day and night cycle deactivated just for this moment. Okay, let's do time manager and cloud manager. So first I'm gonna show you the time manager with the cloud manager. But the thing is, for you to see the full cycle, I will make it this shit's super hot. Let me get this. Give me just 1 sec. The cool room will be the official name that I will use for it. Yeah, it's a good name. From Mango. And BSM, you say what app you use. For what, BSM? What app for what? Okay. So yeah, we have the time manager and the cloud manager. So these are kind of like related. Let me just press play and you'll see how this works. So the sky like starts a little bit like not so saturated, and you can actually like I'm gonna get okay, just forget about this. Also, I forgot to show you like what there is over there, but I'll show you after. Okay, so yeah, the sun does move, and you can see like some clouds appearing, and the clouds are going to show up only at daytime. Also, if you haven't noticed, there is fog now. Previously, like fog is included into Unity by default, but since I'm using a very like specific shader, fog wasn't really working, so now I had to do like my own custom fog for this to work, and yeah, you can see it over there. I will probably change the models of the clouds, but yeah, you can see them over there. They are just moving around, and yeah, as the sun rises, you're gonna get more sun intensity, and the sun is gonna like genuinely like move, you know. No, don't gamble money, please. Okay, and as you can see, like this is very like the whole day lasts 24 minutes. So it's 16 minutes of daytime and 8 minutes of nighttime. And it's like directly stolen from Breath of the Wild. Okay, so it's very, very similar kind of thing. I will show you the whole day and night cycle later, but I just wanted to see, or I just wanted to show you how the clouds look, you know? So yeah, they are gonna start disappearing over there when they get like far away from you. And keep in mind, these clouds are only generating around you. So yeah, you can see them kind of at the end there, but they are just generating around you. So it's not like I'm like filling the world with clouds. It's just clouds around you. Okay, so yeah, I think you get the gist of it. It's just gonna generate clouds. Okay, I'm just gonna disable clouds for now, because the cloud manager, since it's tied to how fast time goes, it's gonna be a little bit funky. So I'm just gonna deactivate the cloud manager, because I'm about to put the time to like 64 times the normal speed. So things will look funky if I had the cloud manager activated, or the clouds activated. So let's just do that. Yeah, maybe that's a little bit too too fast. I will just do 32, so you can still like appreciate the transitions, you know, because they are super subtle. I don't think throughout the day you'll probably not notice, unless you are like directly looking at the sun or something. But yeah, you can see things get brighter, like the sun is moving over there. And you'll see the nighttime looks incredible. I really love the stars. You will see. I'm super excited. I've seen this a million times already while I was doing it, but I'm just in love with the way the stars look. You know, looks super nice. Let me know what you think about it. I just think it's super nice. Well, yeah, that's nighttime, and then it's just gonna wrap around to daytime again, and you can see the stars fading again, and also the fog is gonna get in the nighttime. It's gonna be more like closer to you, so there's gonna be more fog during the night and less during the day, you know, so it makes sense. You must always bet on black. What's up, Moinalev? Welcome to the stream. Welcome. How's it going? Yeah, so that is how the day and night cycle works. I have some events, for example, and what I plan to do is during daytime, I don't want to have all of the sources of light active, and I'm just going to activate the sources of light that are outside during nighttime. So yeah, I haven't done that yet, but it should be super easy to do now that I have everything set up and the day and night cycle is basically like done, you know. And you see it pretty bright for night too. Yeah. I prefer to go with like prettiness of it instead of like just going fully dark, but we can surely with your feedback we can tweak this value. So if you want a darker night, we can do that. It shouldn't be that hard to do, because now these things are just like I can show you the way I set it up. So it's super simple to actually like do these variations, because I set them up as time keyframes. So at certain time of the day, the rotation of the sun is going to be here. The intensity of the sun is going to be here. The color of the sun, like there are a lot of things that you can toggle or like change or tweak. But it should be like super easy. I'm gonna show you. Yeah, I want to see the nighttime one more time, and I'll show you how I have set up this. It looks like more beautiful than scary during the nighttime. But yeah, I think one thing that you have to consider, this is the first region of the world, and in here what I plan to do is it should be like a beautiful, like, you know, in Breath of the Wild, like the meadow, or sorry, like the place that you spawn at, or that you start your adventure at. I want to do something similar. It's like super open, like super beautiful, lush vegetation everywhere. And then you get to other areas, and I have configured this per region. So the day and night cycle, per region is gonna look different, you know. So I will do a configuration of day and night cycle for each of those. Okay. Let's see. Yeah, let me show you how I have done this. Alrighty, so here is how it works. You can see like above my face. Yeah, I'm just gonna disappear for a moment so I can show you this. So yeah, over here you can see like I have the region ID first. Like you can do, it's basically like a list of things that you can configure. So the first element that I created is for region 1. And in here you have keyframes, and here the keyframes have a lot of settings. Okay, so the first one is timestamp, is basically the time of the day in seconds, and the day that lasts, how much or how long the day is configurable over here. Then you have the rotation of the sun, the color of the sun, the intensity of the sun at that time. You have the fog color, what's the starting distance and the end distance of it to control how it looks. Then you have the fog color, or the ambient sky color. Like this is basically the color that is reflected to everything in the world, you know, kind of what the skybox does, but basically it's a gradient over here. So I have full control over the reflected light, which is normally just what the skybox does. We have a shadow tint, how the shadows are going to be colored, which doesn't really apply for the game, but maybe if I want to do it at some point, I can do it. Then sun disk, like basically the color of the sun in the skybox shader. Yeah, and a lot of like colors, how the horizon line is colored, the gradient in the sky for top and bottom, and the opacity of the stars that I just set the opacity to be 1 at night and 0 at day. So it's super easy to configure. And one left, you say, I want to play it. Is it still free? Yeah, it is still free. The versions that are on itch.io are still free. And once I launch the demo is going to be free too. But after that, there won't be any more like free versions, you know? Maybe if I update the demo, maybe. But the only thing that's gonna be free is gonna be the demo on all of the other like versions. And maybe, yeah, probably for beta testers, you can also try the game for free, just because it's a beta. Yeah, it's really that simple. It took a while to set up in code, but once you have it in here, it's like super easy to like just tweak these values. And one life you say, oh, but Roman, you need a website. Well, I have itch.io. Anyone that's gonna play the game is gonna do it in itch.io, and I don't see really a benefit of me like doing a website just for Mega Mage if unless like I do promotion of it, but it's still like on itch. And once I have the demo, it's gonna be on Steam. You know, the demo is going to be on Steam, so most people that are potentially going to play the game are there. Okay, so yeah, that's what I've done basically. What else have I not shown you? Yeah, mine left. Since I think you were not able to see this because you joined later. So I'm just gonna show you how the clouds look. Because yeah, I deactivated the clouds just to show like the full day and night cycle. Because it goes 30 times slower than you just saw. Let me get over here. And Born, you say, how about for you, dev as a whole? Like romanleco.dev. Like having my own like custom website for like, yeah, romanleco.dev. Well, I could, but I would have to pay for hosting. I would like have to design the website. And I don't really see the benefit of having it. It's something, yeah, it would be cool. I'm not going to say no. It would be cool, but I don't know if it would be. Do you think it would be like beneficial? Maybe if I want to have like for my CV or like for my portfolio, yeah, sure, then. But I think I can like do it after I publish the game, because yeah, if you're just gonna like see the game, like anyone that finds about the game, either is gonna like play the demo on Steam, or if the game is not out yet on itch.io. Yeah, but I don't go against the idea. I just think that you can convince me otherwise, but I just think it wouldn't be that beneficial for me to have a website. It would be cool, but not beneficial. And Nick, you say a domain costs like $5 and self-hosting is real. It would be a cool thing, but I don't see why for a video game that's only on Steam anyway. Yeah, maybe when I have the game finished and I want to, instead of publishing things on itch, I could, you know what I thought about is, instead of doing a website, which yeah, some people could like look at it and it would be cool, for people that like really are going to play my games. Making a launcher, you know, like instead of you downloading my game separately, you can download just my launcher, and there you will have all my games, and you can choose to download whatever game you want, or you can see the games that you have downloaded, and you can like just play whatever game from me in that launcher. So you have all of my games in one like app. I think that would be cool. I don't see why not. We could have both, but at this point, I don't see why. Also, the UI looks very bad now that we have a little bit of better graphics. And I've been thinking of changing some of the. Oh yeah, I haven't shown you this. I've been thinking about like remaking the pieces over here, because there are certainly some things that I would have done differently if I knew the process I would have gone through by building this settlement. But now that I have actually like built one settlement, I know what I need, so I will probably like make more pieces and probably structure this differently and do textures differently. So yeah, it's probably gonna look very similar to what it is now, but it's not going to look exactly like it's looking now, because I plan to like keep improving this, you know, or at least not this one, but the other. If I make another one, or if I make a variation of this, like this one is still going to like exist, but I could probably like remake it, you know. And yeah, the cool thing, dude, I saw so many videos of how clouds are rendered in video games. And for example, in Genshin Impact, they don't really have clouds, and they just have a texture that is kind of like just painting shadows in the ground. So you see in the ground that you're getting shadows from a cloud, and you would expect it to be that like that is the case, and you don't question it. But if you look up, there are no clouds, you know. There's just the skybox and that texture that is like randomly scrolling. Now, fog is enabled. If you haven't noticed, it's because it's so subtle. But if you see over here in that cloud, you will notice that that thing that like kind of goes over the cloud, those are like fog. That is fog already. It's just that I don't want to like make it. It should be subtle because it's like daytime. It's like this region is like the most open region. So for example, in the regions that are going to be later in the future for the game, there will be more fog and like more colored fog, because this fog is like just gray. But the other ones could be like, I don't know, some other shades. W Sky. Well, thanks. And Nick, you say, it takes a lot of effort to make those. Then, like a launcher? And one left, you say WUI. And dude, the UI looks so bad right now. I'm still yet to remake the whole UI. Yeah. You say that's the only hiccup. That would be cool. Yeah, I figure I could like do it in a week. And my time estimation skills are not great, but I am confident I could do something like that in a week, like at least functionally wise. Alrighty. So what else did I wanted to show you? I think that's it, right? That's everything so far. I still have to do things for post-processing, doing the first enemy. Yeah, there are some things still before I publish another version, but it shouldn't take that long. And once I actually get to make the UI, I will fulfill the dream of Born wanting to have a main menu. So I will do a main menu too. Alrighty. So what else? Have I shown you everything? I think I have. So yeah, let's get into like Notion. We have done the minor settlement A. This took a lot of time. Day-night cycle is there too. We have post-processing, which is the task that I'm working on now, and I probably will finish it today. Then I will revisit the spell roster. Like I'll think about what are going to be the spells that are going to... Probably there are going to be... probably these spells that you see over here are going to be the ones that are going to be on the demo, just because they are implemented. And I don't want to spend more time making more just for the demo. If I have other things to do, and honestly, like the deadline is so tight that I don't want to spend that much time in like doing more things that I need. So yeah, I will probably like remake the icons along the UI, but these things look not bad, but they look different from the game style, you know? So that's what I mean when I when I say revisit the graphics of the spells. It's just like making sure that they not only look good, because I already like, I do genuinely like how the spells look, but they don't look the same as the rest of the world now, you know? Made you say a week sure is an interesting estimate for that. Yeah, but you don't know what my weeks are. I'm pretty confident, even though I could be mistaken, that I could do it in a week. And I'm talking about maybe 8 hours. Yeah, probably 8 hours. I don't want to do 12-hour days anymore. I don't think that's good. But probably like 8 to 10-hour days for a week. I think I could do it. No multiplayer. Don't talk to me about multiplayer. Don't talk about multiplayer here. It's a forbidden word until I release this game. And my life, you say this game gets bigger every week. Yeah, hopefully it's gonna be good. Yeah, it's not about learning multiplayer. Like I think I could like have the basics of multiplayer in like 2 weeks, and maybe have a short game in a month and a half or 3 months. But I'm working on this, and I don't want to extend. Like this is already a pretty huge project for a solo guy like me, with no experience releasing commercial games. So it's pretty huge for me. Like just basically gambling, as Nick said, I think on Discord, like gambling a year of my life and like all the uncertainty that comes with it, just in one project, like betting all on red, you know. So these have to go good, and I don't want to like expand that deadline just to add multiplayer when it would like just add so much work, so much work, and I would have to like redo things on the game, like even conceptually, you know? Yeah, like the idea sounds good, but actually, like not just the technical side, but in game design, like the design of the game needs to change if it's gonna support multiplayer. It's not just putting another player into it. That would be the easiest thing to do. It's like having the game support having multiple players and having a good experience for multiple players, you know? Yeah, I don't think it would be unwise to say the least of me to do it multiplayer. Yeah, I'm just so satisfied with how the day-night cycle turned out. Even though it looks like fog. Oh, sorry, like how do you call this? Smog. It looks like smog sometimes of the day. But it's because it's transitioning to sunset. So in sunset, everything like gets super orange, and yeah, that the transition looks a little bit just yellow. Yeah, big bottle. And one left, you say, by the way, game looking cool. Look, Roman. Well, thank you very much. I'm very pleased that you enjoy the looks. Yeah, let's see on Notion. So you'll see what I've been working, or what I will be working on next. So yeah, revisiting the spells. So making sure that the spells are like have the same kind of visuals, so they are not like contrasting with the visuals of the rest of the game. Then doing terrain, and I have picked up some assets from the asset store to make this easier, which is like, yeah, I tried to like make the, you remember how I made a tool for just placing blocks and turning those blocks into meshes, like for the ground and having variations there? It works, but it's gonna take a shit ton of time if I want to do it that way. Anyway, so I got Tile World Creator 4, which like you can paint basically pieces of the world. I haven't used it yet, but I plan to, like, the only thing that you have to do is like do 4 pieces that are tileable. So it's gonna be a little bit of blender work, and once I do that, I think it would be easier for me to like just paint the ground kind of. Then reusing and expanding body pose. This is like technical thing. It's basically the way I do my animations. As I have told you before, it's basically like keyframes, but separated per part of the body. And I'm not using a traditional rig, so yeah, just expanding that, so I can make more animations like quicker. Yeah, I plan to do an idle animation, then a directional walking animation. So when you walk over here, it's not just going to walk forwards, but I wanted to make it like walk backwards and sideways. Then I will do the first enemy with this visual style, because all of the other enemies were using the old style, if you can call that a style even. They were basically like placeholder visuals. So I'm gonna make the first enemy visually. It's still not going to have the full functionality of a real like NPC, but it's gonna be there visually. So then I can just do the liberation flow. So you come to a settlement, you destroy all of these guys, which are gonna be like basically dummies, and once you do that, then the settlement is liberated. And then I got to UI, but that's for later. So yeah, that's about it. That is about it. So, any questions about my presentation? No, but for real, I'm very excited that we finally got over like just making assets, because you can see in my GitHub, for example, it looks awful because there's like a whole month with no activity in GitHub, even though I've been working like all of these days, and it's just because I hadn't like committed anything to GitHub, just because like these were like very interconnected things, just like making all of the props, making all of the art, like trying a billion different things. Well, not a billion, I'm just exaggerating, but like a ton of things, for lighting, texturing, modeling, for building the map, the skybox, shaders, everything, you know. You say, hey, Roman, make a good long video of game whip Danny mode. I don't know about Danny mode. I will do at one point. I think probably after I finish, like, dude, after I finish the demo, my life is gonna resume being normal. So I will start uploading short form content again. I will most likely do a long form video, and yeah, after that it's gonna be like just adding more content, because if I don't have enough time to have the demo by next fest, I will just like expand the time of making the demo until I have version like beta 3.x, like all of the 3. Whatever completed, and then I'll do a long form video. You say, Nick, so what did you decide on with the whole asset versus wizard art style thing? Um, what did I say about that? I don't remember. But I think maybe what you're talking about is basically this guy is a little bit more simpler in detail as the rest of the world, kind of, you can tell. I haven't yet decided. It will probably make everything a little bit less detailed. But I don't honestly see it clutching that much. Anyway, but yeah, I will like during the retexturing, I'll take these things into consideration, and I have to like redo some assets, so that's when I'll really like define it. And if I have to retexture the guy, I'll do it. FPS gets low during nighttime. Yeah, what are the FPS at? Why? Well, you getting 56, 60. It's rounding to 60s, and you have to consider that. Well, you can go over here. I don't think if you go to, for example, potato graphics, there are some things going wrong, but yeah, you get 80. Yeah, what you have to consider is that the game is on Unity. Once I actually build it, you're gonna get performance just because it's no longer on the engine, but it's like an actual build of the game. Can I open a box? I saw one. Like these crates over here, for example. You're talking about the crates or the chests? Yeah, I'll figure it out once I about what you were talking about, Nick. I'll figure it out once I like actually like get to remake the textures. But yeah, let's do high fidelity settings. Cause yeah, I see it rounding 60s, 40s now, 40s to 60s. And I could still like do some optimizations, like remember like these things, for example. Over here I plan to like bundle them. So instead of having this as 3 separate objects, which they are now 3 separate objects, I probably will make them one, you know? So I will join the meshes, because yeah, if you have one thing that like basically you have let's say the same object 1,000 times, and that object uses the same texture, what you can do if it's not gonna move, or if it's gonna move, yeah, if everything's gonna move together, you can just join the meshes in Unity. Doesn't need to be in Blender. In Unity, because I already like made a tool for that, and that's how I gain performance on the building itself. But yeah, basically grabbing all of these things, bundle them, joining their meshes, and that way, instead of having 3 draw calls, like 1 per each element, you get 1 draw call. And since they are using the same material, it's just 1 draw call per mesh, and one draw call per material. So very good. Yeah, falling out the map. It's already there, because since we have the... well, you want to see how it looks? I haven't actually seen this. Yeah, that's how it looks from below. It's just for performance, for performance, you know? If you're not seeing it, why even have it, you know? Okay, yeah, let's open a box since you wanted to like open a crate. Let me reset this, and I want to see what are the FPS that I get at the morning. Because yeah, I generally like just get 60s, 70s. maybe I get a little bit of more FPS during daytime, but I think it's more related to the area I'm pointing my camera at. Because if I have more things to render, yeah, for sure, it's gonna be less FPS. Yeah, let's go over here. Let's go over here and open this crate. Because yeah, it's fully modeled. So if you want to, and I made it this way, so if I wanted to like have some of these boxes like actually have something in them, I could just do this. Like, oh yeah, this is static, so it's not going to move. I could do it like this, and now you can see inside. But since they are static, they are marked static, so they can't really move, because if you don't have them marked as static, it's gonna like cost more performance, you know. But yeah, you can do that. It's just not going to, you're not going to be able to dynamically move this unless I mark it as not static. And for example, the chests over here, even though I could like be playing the game, let's do this. Let's go over here. Let's go to the chest. Oh, no. Let's go to another chest, because there's another one that's a little bit closer to where I'm at now. So yeah, for example, this chest, all of the chests work similarly, or well, the same actually. So yeah, even though everything is marked as static, all of the decorations are marked static, these ones particularly are not, because you're gonna be able to interact with them, and I plan to animate them later. So you can do basically this. Well, which way is it? X. On the X, so you can open them, and if I come here, you see that it's open. You know? Yeah, where's Mijo? I'm wondering the same. All right, I think yeah, I'll leave it here. So thank you guys for joining. Really appreciate it. And I'll see you next time, hopefully with more things. I think this one, it was like very good in terms of progress, but just because they were like 2 weeks joined together, you know. But yeah, anyway, I'll see you next time. Take care. And you say cons, one left. While you're talking about cons, the consequences of not having this thing static. Well, it's not bad. If I only have the chests not static, but all of the other things are static. Okay, anyway, take care. Bye bye. Enjoy the weekend. Yeah, I'll wait for the bet. Bye bye, Moinalef. Bye bye, Asnok. Bye bye, Nick. Bye bye, Godfather. Bye bye, Born, if you're still here. Well, that's sad. Hopefully next time you will get some money. Bye bye. Take care, guys.